Vietnam, a small country in Southeast Asia that holds countless fascinating and unique surprises. Have you ever imagined a place where chaotic traffic operates like magic, or where bizarre delicacies, such as coconut worms and snake wine, are considered specialties? Not only that, Vietnam is home to the world's largest cave, Sun Dong, a distinctive coffee culture, and vibrant, meaningful funeral ceremonies steeped in spiritual traditions. Join us as we uncover 20 strange and intriguing things you can only find in Vietnam. From bustling streets packed with motorbikes in Hanoi to the beautiful and alluring girls, this video will take you on a journey through every corner of this surprising and enchanting land. Pack your bags and let's get started. Number 20. Chaotic traffic. The first peculiar thing I'll mention in this video is Vietnam's seemingly chaotic traffic. Trust me, if you ever set foot in Vietnam, the very first thing that will astonish and bewilder you is how to cross the street. That's right. In major cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, you'll immediately find yourself swept into a world of vibrant, almost otherworldly traffic chaos. Like a swarm of bees bursting from a hive, millions of motorbikes jostle for space on narrow roads alongside cars, bicycles, and pedestrians, creating a scene as dynamic as an ever-flowing river. The chatter of people and the constant honking of horns blend into a symphony of sound that defines the city's rhythm. Yet, despite the apparent chaos, traffic rarely comes to a standstill. The way Vietnamese people navigate their streets feels more like an instinctual art form than adherence to a rigid traffic system. For visitors, this whirlwind of movement might initially seem overwhelming, but it quickly becomes one of the most captivating and unforgettable aspects of Vietnam. Number 19. Snake wine. Just hearing the name might already conjure up an image of one of Vietnam's most peculiar drinks. Snake wine isn't just a beverage, it's a bold and mysterious cultural symbol. From the outside, these clear bottles with a coiled snake seemingly ready to strike inside can send shivers down anyone's spine. However, to the Vietnamese, it's a traditional liquor believed to boost health, enhance vitality, and alleviate joint pain. To make this unique wine, a live snake is placed into a jar of rice wine. As the alcohol gradually infuses through the snake's scales, it is believed that its medicinal properties are released, creating a drink of rare, therapeutic value. If you ever have the chance to visit Vietnam, would you dare take a sip of this snake-infused elixir? It's not just a drink, it's a daring adventure into the depths of Vietnamese tradition. Number 18. Terrifying foods. Vietnam is world-renowned for its iconic dishes like pho and bánh mì. But did you know that Vietnam also boasts a range of terrifying foods that might challenge your culinary bravery? Topping this list is doom dua, plump larvae that live inside coconut trees, considered a delicacy in the Mekong Delta region. These wriggling creatures are often served alive, dipped in fish sauce, waiting for a brave diner to take a bite and savor their rich, buttery flavor. Another daring dish is tit kan, made by mixing fresh animal blood, usually from pigs, ducks, or goats, with minced meat and herbs, then letting it coagulate. Cold, slightly gelatinous, and tangy, it's a beloved treat for many Vietnamese. And let's not forget trinh vịt lợn, fertilized duck eggs. While some see it as a challenge, locals consider it a nutritious snack, enjoyed with a sprinkle of salt, lime, and herbs, offering a unique blend of textures and flavors. Number 17. Cheap cigarettes. Cigarettes, a nemesis of healthy lungs and a leading cause of cancer, are surprisingly cheap and accessible in Vietnam. Unlike in many other countries where they are expensive and heavily regulated, cigarettes in Vietnam are a common part of daily life, especially in rural areas and among the working class. This easy availability often puts cigarettes within reach of teenagers and even those under the legal smoking age. It's not uncommon to see plumes of smoke rising from cafes, parks, or street-side tea stalls, where conversations are often accompanied by a lit cigarette. While smoking is seen by some as a social activity or even a cultural habit, the high prevalence of smokers in Vietnam poses significant public health challenges. The government faces growing pressure to implement stronger policies to reduce tobacco use and protect the health of future generations. Number 16. Rustic tobacco. Rustic tobacco is a traditional form of tobacco in Vietnam. Mentioning Thuc Lao often brings to mind images of men gathering around a bamboo pipe, taking long drags that create the distinct row-row sound, a familiar and close-knit yet fascinating scene. Unlike regular cigarettes, rustic tobacco is much stronger and more intense. Foreign visitors trying it for the first time often have to sit down to avoid dizziness, with some even getting high after just one puff, leaving them unable to stand up afterward. Interestingly, it seems that Vietnamese people are already accustomed to its taste. For locals, it's not just a habit, but also a way to relax, chat, and connect. Number 15. The beauty of Vietnamese women. One of the lasting impressions visitors have of Vietnam is the image of beautiful women in traditional áo dai, or charming women by lotus ponds. Did you know that Vietnam is often ranked among the top countries with the most beautiful women in Asia? Vietnamese women are known for their gentle and graceful beauty, yet they also possess a strong and enduring spirit. Their natural beauty, paired with a hint of mystery, often leaves a lasting impression. Radiant smiles and warm eyes are their weapons, making anyone who meets them feel impressed from the first encounter. However, the beauty of Vietnamese women goes beyond appearances. Beneath their delicate look lies hard work, deep love for their family, and remarkable resilience. From mothers tirelessly working in rice fields to modern women shining in various fields, Vietnamese women always leave a beautiful mark in the hearts of those who meet them. Number 14. Early school hours. Vietnamese education has a unique feature. Students often start their school day before 7 a.m. This means they must wake up when the sun hasn't even risen, prepare their uniforms, books, and sometimes finish their incomplete homework. The sight of schoolchildren appearing through the early morning mist, carrying heavy backpacks, creates an atmosphere that's distinctly Vietnamese. Their school day often begins with collective morning exercises, shaking off the sleepiness to be alert and ready for a long day of studying. Number 13. Wearing pajamas in public. Yes, you heard that right. While wearing pajamas outside might seem odd to many, in Vietnam, it's perfectly normal. You'll likely be surprised to see locals dressed in brightly colored pajamas with playful patterns, casually strolling through markets, shopping, or even selling goods. At first glance, this might shock international visitors, but to the Vietnamese, it's simply a cultural norm. Vietnam is known for its thriving textile industry, exporting high-quality yet affordable products worldwide. Additionally, Vietnamese people are generally not too fussy about dressing up. This might explain why it's so common to see women effortlessly working or chatting animatedly in the market while wearing pajamas, even in the bustling streets. This isn't just a habit, it reflects a laid-back and natural approach to life in Vietnam. Isn't it fascinating? Number 12. All shops closed during Tet holiday. Lunar New Year, or Tet holiday, marks the transition from the old year to the new one according to the lunar calendar. During this time, people stop working or trading to rest and reunite with their families. In major cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, the population mainly consists of migrant workers from rural provinces. When Tet holiday arrives, they return to their hometowns, leaving the city eerily quiet, like a ghost town. Shops, markets, and even usually bustling streets become quiet, creating a serene atmosphere that might surprise and even slightly unsettle some visitors. Leading up to Tet, Vietnamese families prepare everything: food, household items, and gifts for loved ones. Once the holiday begins, they gather to enjoy heartwarming moments around a traditional feast, featuring bánh chưng, pickled onions, and a vibrant fruit tray. Number 11. One of the world's most beautiful bays. The place I want to highlight is Vietnam's Ha Long Bay. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage Site, Ha Long Bay is not only a symbol of Vietnam, but also one of the most beautiful bays in the world. With over 1,600 limestone islands and islets, surrounded by emerald green waters and dreamy skies, Ha Long Bay appears like a mesmerizing ink painting. Especially during sunrise or sunset, the bay seems to be draped in a magical glow, captivating every visitor's heart. Exploring Ha Long Bay is more than just admiring its beauty. It's an opportunity to immerse yourself in the wonders of nature. Each island has its own unique shape, inspiring fascinating stories and legends, from the Fighting Cock Islet to the dazzling Heavenly Palace Cave. Whether you're kayaking through caves or standing on a cruise deck, marveling at the panoramic view, Ha Long Bay is sure to leave you enchanted. Number 10. Fish sauce. At number 10 in this video, I want to highlight a condiment that is nearly indispensable to Vietnamese people. It appears in almost every Vietnamese meal. Fish sauce is not just a seasoning, it is the soul of Vietnamese cuisine. Made from fermented sea fish and salt, fish sauce carries the rich, salty essence of the ocean, a product of centuries of meticulous craftsmanship and expertise. For foreigners experiencing fish sauce for the first time, the taste can be strong and the smell quite pungent. However, in the skilled hands of top Vietnamese chefs, or even the humble owner of a street-side eatery, this unique condiment is transformed into something irresistibly delicious. Fish sauce can be crafted into a tangy dipping sauce when mixed with lime, chili, or garlic, or added to stir-fried dishes to elevate their flavor and aroma. It's a simple yet magical ingredient that defines the essence of Vietnamese cooking. Number 9. Water puppetry. Water puppetry is a traditional and unique form of folk art found only in Vietnam. It's an extraordinary combination of creativity and tradition, originating in the northern rural villages of the country. This art form draws inspiration from the image of flooded rice fields and the daily lives of farmers. The stage for water puppetry isn't solid ground, but a calm water surface where wooden puppets are expertly maneuvered by talented puppeteers hidden behind a screen. Fairy tales, village life, and heroic legends come alive through the smooth and intricate movements of the puppets. The performance is accompanied by the sounds of traditional Vietnamese instruments like the dan bo, monochord zither, flute, and drums, blending with splashes of water to create a mesmerizing and enchanting experience. If you ever have the chance to visit Vietnam, don't miss the opportunity to witness this captivating cultural art form. Number 8. Unique coffee culture. Coffee is an indispensable part of life for the Vietnamese, who drink it daily as a cultural staple. Vietnam is the second largest coffee producer in the world, after Brazil, and the largest producer of Robusta coffee. This makes coffee in Vietnam incredibly affordable. You can often enjoy a cup for less than $1, along with a comfortable seat to savor it. In Vietnam, coffee is sold everywhere, from upscale restaurants to humble roadside stalls, from street vendors to take-home brews. However, to truly experience Vietnamese coffee culture, you should stop at a roadside vendor. Take a seat on a small plastic stool along the pavement and order a café sữa, iced coffee with condensed milk. You'll taste the bold richness of Vietnamese coffee, a flavor that's distinctly different from anywhere else in the world. Number 7. Environmental pollution. Vietnam is a rapidly developing country, with its fast-paced urbanization and infrastructure growth posing significant environmental challenges, especially in major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. The air is often heavy and hazy, particularly in the early mornings, due to emissions from millions of motorbikes, constant construction, and unrelenting industrial activity. But air pollution isn't the only problem. Water pollution and plastic waste have also become critical issues. Many rivers and canals in urban areas are choked with garbage, diminishing their natural beauty and severely affecting public health. This is undoubtedly a tough problem that Vietnam's government is striving to address. With the right policies and the active participation of its citizens, Vietnam hopes to overcome these environmental hurdles and preserve its natural beauty for future generations. Number 6. Bargaining culture. Bargaining isn't just a shopping skill in Vietnam. It's an integral part of the cultural exchange, especially in traditional markets and small shops. Step into a Vietnamese market, and you'll hear lively negotiations where both sellers and buyers play their roles skillfully in this mutual game of give and take. Sellers often set an initial price higher than the actual value, creating room for buyers to haggle. This interaction isn't only about getting the best deal, it's also a way to connect, with friendly smiles and light-hearted banter accompanying every negotiation. For tourists visiting Vietnam, don't hesitate to join in the bargaining fun. It can save you a fair amount of money and provide a unique opportunity to engage with locals. If haggling isn't your strength, a Vietnamese friend or guide can make the process easier and ensure your trip is both fulfilling and budget-friendly. Number 5. Friendly locals. One of the most unforgettable aspects of visiting Vietnam is the warmth and hospitality of its people. From the radiant smiles of shopkeepers to the genuine kindness of strangers helping you when you're lost, Vietnamese people are always ready to open their hearts to those around them. In rural areas, this hospitality is even more pronounced. You might be invited into someone's home to share a cup of green tea and hear stories of everyday life in Vietnam. If you're lucky, you could even join a simple yet heartwarming family meal, filled with laughter and meaningful connections. This friendliness isn't just a cultural trait, it's a reflection of the solidarity and love that binds Vietnamese society. For visitors, every smile and small act of kindness feels like a warm welcome into a big, extended family. It's the heart of the country, where even the simplest gestures leave the deepest impressions. Number 3. Regional cuisine. Vietnam is truly a culinary paradise, where each region boasts its own unique flavors and specialties. In the north, Hanoi's pho takes center stage, with its clear, flavorful broth made from slow-simmered bones, accompanied by tender slices of beef and a garnish of green onions. This dish is a symbol of sophistication and subtlety. Heading to the central region, you'll experience bold and daring flavors in dishes like bún bò Huế. This spicy beef noodle soup features a rich broth infused with lemongrass and chili, showcasing the region's love for fiery and aromatic cuisine. In the south, sweetness and abundance dominate the palate, with dishes like coconut milk-infused chè, crispy bánh xèo, and caramelized clay pot fish. When it comes to food, I must admit that Vietnam offers an overwhelming variety of delicious dishes. A single trip, or even two, will never be enough to fully savor all the incredible flavors this country has to offer. Number 2. Using chopsticks for every dish. Taking the second spot in today's video is the humble chopstick. In Vietnam, people don't commonly use knives or forks. Instead, they rely on chopsticks to pick up just about everything. More than just a dining tool, chopsticks are a cultural symbol, reflecting the dexterity and finesse of the Vietnamese people. Whether it's delicately lifting soft noodles from a bowl of pho, grasping tiny grains of rice, or handling slippery pieces of fish, chopsticks are an indispensable companion at every meal. Vietnamese people use chopsticks with remarkable skill, turning them into an essential part of the culinary experience. From warm family meals to lavish banquets, chopsticks not only serve as utensils, but also symbolize respect and sharing in every meal. Number 1. Son Doong Cave. Finally, at the top of our list today is Son Doong Cave, the largest cave in the world. Hidden within Phong Nha, Ca Bang National Park in Vietnam, it's a must-visit destination for adventurers from all over the globe. If you ever visit Vietnam, this is a place you simply cannot miss. Son Doong is truly a mysterious world where nature has painted its masterpiece. As you step inside, you'll feel like you've entered another dimension, surrounded by colossal stalactites, towering stalagmites, and an underground river winding through the cave. Remarkably, the cave even features its own rainforest, complete with a unique ecosystem. Sunlight streams through sinkholes in the cave's ceiling, casting an ethereal glow that makes the entire scene feel otherworldly. Visitors can't help but marvel at this breathtaking natural wonder, a true gem of Vietnam that leaves everyone in awe. And with that, we've reached the final part of today's video. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Vietnam's 20 strange and fascinating wonders. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more amazing places, curious traditions, and fun facts about the world, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, click the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest adventures. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Safe travels and happy exploring.